Hello there everybody, it is Old Fan again from DragonBallToys.com, and I'm back with another Dragon Ball toy review. This time, we'll be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Trunks Full Action Pose figure by Bandai! All of the Full Action Pose figures that Bandai Japan released were released in 1992. At the time, they were quite possibly the most articulated Dragon Ball toys ever released. They were sort of like dolls, they had real cloth clothing. Trunks here came with his sword. It was a small series. Unfortunately, it was just Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Saiyan Gohan, and Super Saiyan Goku. However, this particular series does have one really incredible distinction, and that's that the fourth and final remaining figure in the series happens to be Super Saiyan Goku in Yadrat clothing, the single rarest Dragon Ball toy ever released. Anybody who says that they have that figure deserves to be smacked, because nobody has that figure. There is only one photograph of that toy in existence. Supposedly there was a limited run of these things given out at some sort of toy convention in Japan, but nobody, in all the years that people have been looking for that toy, nobody has come forward with one. Nobody has revealed other pictures of it. It's not really completely known if it exists. Perhaps that photograph was just of a prototype that was never actually released. Maybe the whole thing about it being handed out at a toy convention was just a rumor. Who knows? But that is the fourth remaining figure in the series, and as I said, it is the absolute rarest Dragon Ball toy of all time. Truly, what review of mine would be complete without a thorough look at the box, so let's take a look at this beauty. All of these figures had fantastic packaging design, as you can see. They were all very, very similar. I think the only difference between the Trunks box and the Goku's box and the Gohan's box was the color that they used down here. Awesome picture of the figure itself right here. You can see all of the clothing and his sword and everything. Here's the figure right here. He's got his jacket off. We'll take a look at all the accessories in a minute. We'll take a quick look at the side panels. You can see Trunks, some pretty cool pictures of Trunks with his sword right here. Other panel is kind of boring by comparison, but still really nice. The back of the box is really cool because it actually shows a figure that was never released, and that's a Mecha Frieza. As far as I know, other than this box, it never made an appearance anywhere else. But it's very, very neat looking. It's really too bad that it was never released. It looks like it's split in half, too, so that would have been a really, really cool accessory to come with this figure. Okay, so that's enough of the box. Let's open him up. Okay, and there he is, sort of semi out of his packaging. Let's take a quick look at some of the other little items. It comes with a sticker sheet, which as you can see has already been used. I bought this figure used from somebody on DragonBallToys.com in our market section. Unfortunately, I don't remember who, so I apologize for that. Comes with a pretty nice instruction sheet. Lets you know everything that it comes with, how to apply the stickers, how to put the jacket on, just in case you forgot how to do that in real life, and just display some of the articulation that it has. Pretty straightforward. Nice little illustrations. Alright, now let's take him out. Of course, comes with the harness for the sword, and there's a little sticker right in the center there. The sword and sheath itself. Sword is quite nice, pretty big. It's got this little hand rest thing. I'm not quite sure what you would call that. It's a pretty big blade, but at least it's got kind of a somewhat nice point on it. The sheath is also pretty nice sized. I like how easy the sword can go in and out. It's a great little accessory. And right here you've got the jacket, who looks kind of silly here. It actually has a Capsule Corp patch on it, which is a nice touch. Nice little pockets everywhere. It's real cloth, so it's really great. These are really pretty high quality. And let's take out the Trunks himself, and here he is. He's got his pants and shirt on. We're going to take those off in a minute just so that you can see his articulation, but let's take a closer look at his head. Pretty decently done. The hair is pretty massive, but actually his hair is pretty massive in some of the illustrations. You know, these figures do have a tendency to look kind of awkward because there's so much articulation. You can see it in the arms. I mean, look at how many places he moves in. There's so much. I don't want to break him. He's a little bit brittle. It's kind of an older figure. There's even a articulation here in the forearm, the wrist. You can turn around, and then there's several points of articulation. Well, one point of articulation in the hand for the finger, so that he can really grip onto that sword nicely. Huge range of motion in the head, as you can see, and in the neck. You know, it's very much sort of a precursor to the Metacom figures in a way. This was really the start of super articulated toys in the Dragon Ball universe. Let's take a look at his shoes real quick, too. Pretty nice, one screw at the bottom. Surprisingly not a whole lot of ankle articulation, but we'll forgive it, won't we? Alright, and I've taken off all his clothes, and you can see all the articulation now. He's got quite a lot of articulation in the waist. He can pretty much move any which way. Lots and lots and lots of articulation in the legs. Look how many points of articulation there is in the knees. That's pretty extraordinary. He looks great. There's really, really, really a lot of posability in this guy. You can pretty much get him into any position or any attack. Let's just look at some of the little pieces of clothes that I took off. This is his black shirt. Nothing real too special about it. This is kind of funny. I didn't actually know this until I just took his clothes off this time around, but his belt buckle, which is this tiny little piece, just sort of clips onto his pants. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. And then here's his pants. They're actually kind of hard to get on and off, but there's some elastic, so it's not too bad. I like them. I like the orange band here. They look really great. Quick size comparison with a Jax Gohan. I do believe that the trunks is about 9 inches tall or so. I don't have my ruler handy, but I think he's somewhere in that realm. So let's get him dressed. Okay, and as you can see, I got him all dressed, and he's in a cool pose, all jumping and whatnot. He's got his sword in his hand. Doesn't he look awesome? This figure does look kind of bulky. He looks a little too bulky. You know, again, it's an older figure. It's not quite as well engineered as maybe a toy like this that would be released now. But I just think it's great. The lines and the pants are great, and he really looks like Trunks. It's a really, really high-quality figure for a figure this old. I just love this toy. I'd love to get the others in the series. I know I have not a chance in hell of getting the Yadrat Goku, but the Gohan and the Super Saiyan Goku are really, really nice, so I'd love to get those two. I just thought I would take some time and quickly show this guy off. My next video is going to be another two-parter, so I thought I'd do a quick one just while I had some time in between. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this look at full action pose Super Saiyan Trunks. I love this figure. I am looking for the other figures in the series. I have found them before, actually lots of times, but they're always a little expensive, and I've always passed every time I found them. But I will get them someday, and when I do, I will do a full review on all the rest. Once again, this has been Old Fan, so take care, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye!